Hello there, welcome back to my views and news. Another video with two news stories. First one is from the Amhara region, second one is about Eritreans living abroad. First piece of evidence shared by Fano fighters that Tigrayan soldiers are fighting against Fano fighters. Who are these Tigrayan soldiers? Are they TDF members? Are they Tigrania speaking ENDF members? A video is in circulation, video of a captured Tigrayan soldier captured by Fano fighters. Secondly, Benjamin Netanyahu, Israeli Prime Minister, today made a big announcement about Eritrean refugees who are in Israel, who have sought asylum there, who want refugee status. There was a deadly clash between Eritreans, pro-Eritrean government and pro-democracy groups in Tel Aviv, Israel. An emergency meeting was held today, chaired by Benjamin Netanyahu. Several ministers participated, and after that, Netanyahu spoke. What did he say? Details for you. Firstly, viewers, in the Amhara region of Ethiopia, Ethiopian National Defense Force is conducting military operation against Amhara Fano fighters. And when this operation was launched several weeks ago, since then we have been hearing claims by Fano fighters that Tigray fighters, Tigrayan soldiers were part of the military operation against Fano fighters. We never found any convincing, any tangible evidence. But today, a video was shared by Fano-backed news outlets, video of a captured ENDF member. The video shows several ENDF members captured by Fano fighters. One of these captured ENDF soldiers is from Tigray, allegedly. Allegedly, he's from Tigray. He admits that he is from Axom, Tigray, and he has been captured by Fano fighters. You can see the soldier taken prisoner by Fano fighters. He is a Tigrayan, allegedly. Who is he? Is he a TDF member? Is he ENDF member? We must make this distinction. Very important. He says that he is part of Ethiopian National Defense Force. He is one of those Tigrayan soldiers, Tigrania-speaking members, who were put in prisons, who were detained when war broke out in northern Ethiopia between Tigray forces and Ethiopian National Defense Force. So back then he was ENDF member. He did not support Tigray forces. Rather, he was arrested just because he was Tigrania speaking. ENDF officers thought that he could support Tigray forces, Tigray fighters. He and thousands of other Tigrania speaking ENDF members were put in prison. For around 2 years, these Tigrania speaking ENDF members remained in prisons. And they have been released now, it seems. They have been released and then deployed to different front lines. He was deployed to fight in Amhara region with ENDF against Fano fighters. He was captured by Fano fighters on Kobo front. One of his eyes is swollen, I think a right eye. Was he tortured? I don't know, but he says that he fell from a vehicle when he was captured and he went unconscious. We don't know. Maybe he was tortured. We don't know. But it seems as if he was beaten. Whatever the case is, the man is confirming that he is from, the soldier is confirming that he is from Tigray. Now, on the basis of this video, can we say that Tigray is involved in this war in Amhara? No, still no evidence. These Tigranian speaking members of Ethiopian National Defense Force, they are ENDF members. They are government employees. They cannot say no when they are told to report to Amhara region to fight against Fano fighters. They cannot say no because they are members of Ethiopian National Defense Force. And federal government does not need any approval, any permission from Tigray government to deploy Tigranian speaking members of ENDF to Amhara region. Tigray has nothing to do with the deployment of Tigranian speaking ENDF members to Amhara region. If we want to prove that Tigray government, TPLF, is involved in this war in support of ENDF against Fano, we should have evidence showing that TDF members are in the Amhara region supporting ENDF military operation against Fano fighters. So far, no such evidence. That is why on the basis of this video, we cannot accuse Tigray of being involved in the war in Amhara region. Rumors being spread that PM Abiy has sought support from Tigray, that Tigray generals are being approached, that they should command ENDF units in Amhara against Fano fighters. And then some pro-Tigray news outlets rejecting these claims. So, all types of claims, counterclaims being shared, but no evidence. So, let's wait for evidence. So far, the only evidence is about the deployment of ENDF, Tigranian speaking ENDF members to fight in Amhara, which it shouldn't be surprising. Of course, these ENDF members from Tigray, they're bound to serve in ENDF, wherever ENDF is. They cannot say no. Secondly, viewers, alarming comments by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu today about Eritreans staying in Israel who have sought asylum, who want refugee status, but Israeli government says that these illegal infiltrators have crossed a red line. Yesterday, on Saturday, we saw a big clash between Eritrean pro-democracy and pro-Isaias Afwerki groups. More than 100 were injured, including dozens of police officials. Several Eritreans were injured. Police fired live ammunition. And yesterday, Benjamin Netanyahu, Israeli Prime Minister, who is known for being tough on African migrants, announced to hold a meeting on Sunday. Meeting was held today. And after that, Benjamin Netanyahu spoke. Now, the Israeli government firstly says that all rioters who were part of riots, they will be expelled. They won't be tolerated to be in Israel. Those who were a part of yesterday's clash, pro-Eritrean government or anti-Eritrean government, I think both are going to be expelled, firstly. Secondly, he spoke about those who support Eritrean government. He said, I have no problem with those who support the regime. but they cannot claim refugee status. Very important remark. It means if anyone says that he is pro-Eritrean government, he supports Eritrean government, he cannot claim refugee status in Israel. He should go to Eritrea if he is pro-Eritrean government. And secondly, he said that in the past his government repatriated 12,000 illegal migrants, offering them different incentives. But his government has been against granting citizenship to these migrants. He said that he wants Israel to be a Jewish and democratic state. Nothing new. That is what Israeli party led by Netanyahu has been working for. So non-Jews obviously are not welcome in Israel. It means that those Eritreans who were part of the clashes in Tel Aviv on Saturday are going to be expelled, and those who say they are pro-Eritrean government, they are going to be expelled too. But no one is going to say that he or she is pro-Eritrean government. These festivals which are being disrupted are being organized by pro-Eritrean government organizations. But they don't say that they are pro-government. They say that they are celebrating Eritrean culture, Eritrean struggle for independence. So they never say they are supporters of Isaias Afwerki, Eritrean president. But it means that now in Europe, in America, and Israel too, it would be difficult for Eritrean government representatives, diplomats, to attend these gatherings, these festivals. Because if Eritrean government officials attend these gatherings, it means that those who are organizing the gatherings are pro-Eritrean government. They support the government. So the organizers of programs, protests, festivals will have to announce that they are not supporters of Eritrean government, at least in Israel. Same could happen in Europe and in Canada and US. In Israel, it was the first time since the start of attacks by Brigade Nihamido members on Eritrean pro-government festivals that live ammunition was fired. Israeli police very strict, Benjamin Netanyahu more strict. So we could see action against both parties of Eritreans in Tel Aviv. And not only just Eritrean, I think other Africans too. It seems that Netanyahu's government is going to use Saturday's incidents of violent clash between Eritreans to expel all refugees, especially African refugees. That is what I have been hinting at, if you remember, that Brigade Nihamido members are risking their status, refugee status in Europe, North America and Israel too. Europe is soft, Canada, US soft too. Why? Because they know that Eritrean opposition is not allowed to work in Eritrea. So these opposition groups, they are allowed to operate, but even they won't allow repeated violent attacks on festivals in their countries. So Brigade Nihamido will have to find more, they'll have to find creative and different ways to send a message to continue their struggle against Eritrean government. Let's see who is going to be expelled from Israel. It seems that hundreds could be expelled, if not thousands, especially Eritreans. Thank you for watching.